We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from the Steel City. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. They'll bring this up to the 22. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Atlanta.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We'll go play action now with Penix. Flushed to his left. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. And even 30 yards. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Calvin Austin now from his own end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jalen Waddle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Green 18. Easy. Green 18.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf left side. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to have the Steelers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving to make sure he had enough to pick up the first down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Green 18.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Green 18. Hey, 88.
Now a give to Warren, running right. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Green 18. This. Green 18.
Once again, it's Warren. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Green 18.
Now it's Johnson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Right at midfield. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. No. Go to 50. Hey, you block. Green 18.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. That's quickly to Freiermuth on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
319.
Rodgers. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Gainwell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down.
319. Get 300. Get 300. 26.
From the gun, Rodgers. That is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it just past their 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's got his tight end, Peazyonwheels. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their 1st. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the 1st half clock.
1st down, Atlanta.
First and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
1st down, Falcons.
Penix going to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Throwing again, it's Penix. He's got his big tight end, Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Gonzalez now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0.
Steelers, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to
So,
kick off.
still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 2. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hey, 88.
A first down throw from Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Green 18, on the 50. Green 18.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Jesse Bates on the cover.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
26. Box it.
They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the Steelers first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. They'll run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Green 18, 630.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second down and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Zoom.
Second down, Rodgers. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Warren trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and
From
goal.
the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Green 18. 630.
One more time with Warren. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
The Steelers will line up for
Now a
the
timeout,
two-point conversion.
Atlanta. That's their first, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Two-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
Back north. Green 18. Easy. Green 18.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Steelers 6.
Maybe a little early for this here in the third quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
A lot of people would say it's a little too early in the game for this, Mike, but you find yourself trailing in the third quarter. Maybe you can catch the kick return unit a little off guard, and that's exactly what they do. Give a little jolt to this offense as they take the field.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Inside.
He'll get this out wide. Down the sideline. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. And now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Get 300. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. So again, they will try for 2. This time, it comes from the 7-yard line.
Steelers will line up for the 2-point
50.
conversion.
You block over here. Plant. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Screen it, get out.
Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A gift, and here comes Robinson. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Come on, set. 72 look. Go.
From the gun, here is Penix. That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
318 inside. 150. Back north.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Here's 2nd down.
26. 318. Over. Slip again.
They'll drop to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 13.
Hey, 88. No. 158.
Throwing, Rodgers. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
On the coverage.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
24 more yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
Get 319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. .26.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will cut it to a 2-point lead.
21. Steelers 19.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
We'll try the right side with Robinson. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's shoved out of bounds and probably loses a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Atlanta. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Like you ain't 70 Timberwolves.
And here's Bijan. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. Second and 7.
Set. 60.
They'll throw. It's Penix. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Falcons going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here we go.
They'll run with Robinson. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
On the set.
2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. Now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Out of a shotgun, it's Penix. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just...
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. And off we go on a snow day at Lambeau.
On the double.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Fight, six.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hut.
At the
Second down throw for Love. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good.
That one good for 26 yards.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On 2nd down, Love. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
And he will have a Packers first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
1 yard gain. Brings up
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
This has been a solid opening drive. They're knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's Love to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Weeds.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
A throw on the first play from... That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Edgerrin Cooper.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. No run. This is Jalen Warren. And he'll get this up to the 44. Edgerrin Cooper. They're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
26, 58.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
Steelers first down. A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
58.
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Warren. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
They'll run it right here with Warren. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back north. 58.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. A run up the middle with Warren. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and 2. Here we go.
319. Over. 319.
They'll try and run it here with Warren. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth. And he's going to have that 1st down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
319. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Screen again.
Here's Warren. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Kelly, strong left, Kelly. 258. Box it. Back north. Jumbo.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this 1st half as the kick's away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the driver starts.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Brendan McManus.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Now run straight ahead to Warren. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
319. Hey, 88.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
26. 319.
Warren will try to right side. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Back north.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. 4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6.
319.
Running left, it's Warren. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
319.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
258. 258.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
319.
Here's one. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there. He can do. More than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Second and 10. Rodgers wants to change the look.
319.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's second and 10.
319.
On the run, it's Warren. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's 3rd and 9.
258. 399. 26. Hey, take 26. We are going. Inside. Slip it in.
Rodgers going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board. And a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry down. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
from the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Stand look at the 8, jump out.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and a couple.
Look at the 8.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and goal.
Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Steelers 10, Cowboys nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive, because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more. But I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. It certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Cowboys, 1st down.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
1 yard.
DeMarvion overshown, the one to bring him down.
At the 2-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
15-yard line.
Hey, take 26. 319.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
319. Hey, 88.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this. Box it. Get 300.
Rodgers now to throw. And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
319.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
They'll run it. Warren. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. Look at the big man rumble. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
Powerful running. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
20-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
19-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Green 18. Green 18.
Now Washington. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Darnell Washington taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He stiff-arms him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, caught at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Middle.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
You.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
Hey, report.
A toss left. Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Over, over. We need 50.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
258. Get 300. Get 300. Easy, 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 easy.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
258.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
258.
Now Rodgers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards that time for number 14.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff for Warren. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 32 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Green 18. 26.
Warren will try the right side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and 7.
Green 18. Green 18.
On the give, it's Warren. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, 88. Jump out. Go to 50.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Green 18. Back north. 26.
Here's Warren. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
319. Slip again. Slip again.
Rodgers with a keeper. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
319.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours. But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
70, Timberwolves.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Zoom. 158, jumbo.
To throw, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Box it, 319. Yeah, this. 26. Hey, Mike. 150.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, 88, 88, 88. Back north. Get 300. Get 300. Cali. Don't left. Cali.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
26. Green 18. Green 18.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Will get this complete to Austin. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the run, it's Warren. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Screen 18.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. Sheds off the tackle. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Luke now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
258.
And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6.
Win 18. On the 50. Back north. Inside. Screen it, give it up.
Rodgers going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Green 18. Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Yeah.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Now Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. That is caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. Stays on his feet. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Here's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Yeah.
Throwing. Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd down.
319. Plant.
Now Rodgers. And got his man complete. And he will get out of bounds at the end of this. So they took a shot, they complete it, and stop the clock in the end.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Get 300. Yeah, 300. Screen it, get out.
Back to throw, Rodgers. Slap around, and he's got Fryermuth. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And able to spike it with time remaining. And they'll have a shot at a long field goal now that could win this game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. This from 51 yards for the win. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
46-yard attempt.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. Of course, the game can end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.